Hey everybody, it's Adam with Wealthquest. Thanks for joining us today. We are going to chat a little bit about long-term care insurance. When should you get it? When should you start thinking about it? And what questions should you ask? Well, thanks again for joining us today. Like I mentioned, we're going to talk about long-term care insurance. And given retirement and all of the dreaming and the envisioning that goes on to create such an awesome season of life in retirement, you got to think about the risks sometime. And one of the biggest risks in retirement is a decline or a change in health. And it can sometimes come pretty fast. And so what do you do when that happens? Because it could affect your overall wealth, it could affect lifestyle, and in some cases it can even affect legacy if you're thinking about it. One of the ways to help protect that, as always, is insurance. And in this case, long-term care insurance is the biggest one to help with that. So what is long-term care insurance? Long-term care insurance is exactly what it sounds like. It is not some short-term, 30-day insurance. It is for the long term, built to help you take care of the wishes that you want if your health declines. So do you want to be in a nursing home? Do you want to stay at home surrounded by loved ones? Whatever it may be, the insurance can step in if it's built properly and protect against those things. So the second kind of question is when does it make sense to get long-term care insurance? When does it make sense to insure at all? And like any other insurance, you have the option of accepting the risk and or self-insuring, or you can push that risk off to the insurance company. Usually we kind of have a ballpark of maybe $1 to $3 million of assets is kind of the sweet spot, because you can afford to pay for the premiums, yet the benefit will be very, very impactful for you because a bad nursing care situation could dwindle your entire portfolio if it came to that. But there's a lot of other things to consider. One of the big things is your family history. Do you have parents and grandparents that have lived well into their 90s and beyond? Or has everybody, kicked to the bucket early? So thinking about family history and then your individual portfolio are going to be really big. The last thing to consider is what questions should you be asking when looking at long-term care if it's right for you. One of the biggest ones these days is, what insurance company are you going to get it from? A lot of these carriers are stepping away from providing long-term care insurance because the costs of care are rising so rapidly. The other thing is, what benefits will it provide? What is the amount? Is it sufficient enough to cover what you want to cover? Will it protect against the right types of things? Do you need shared care with your spouse? All of these are little riders and benefits that can come in there that can be beneficial if you think about it. And the last one is, does it have inflation protection? So certain states have qualifying standards and regulations that inflation can help a lot. So really thinking about that inflation piece is big too. So the bottom line is, long-term care insurance can be very, very helpful in your retirement portfolio and protecting the risk there, but it isn't for everyone. So make sure you look at your individual portfolio and discuss with your team of professionals to see if it's right for you. As always, we are here to help however we can. I hope you enjoy the weekend and take care.
Nice.